Good morning, YouTube family. Wow, what a cold morning. This morning it was, well, overnight it was about -2, which I know is not cold for some climates, but for here it's cold. I looked out the window this morning and saw the birds trying to get a drink and all the pond was frozen, and I felt sorry for them, so I went and put some seed in the feeders. And then I had to, it's funny, isn't it, synchronicity really, because I thought the other day I better get the donkey some feed, and so I went down and got that in the back of the car, and this morning they were waiting at the wall, you know, so they must have known it was time for them to start having some feed. Just now I've texted the local farmer, because in the summer he used our electric to shear his sheep. He keeps them in the field just across there, and he gave us a couple of the great big round bales of hay, and he did say that he sells them, so I'm hoping that he's got some left and he can bring a couple round for us, and that'll keep them going for a little while. Otherwise you have to go down to the local shop. It's called 𝐏𝐀𝐑𝐓, and buy the hay from there. It's about €4.75 a bale, which is not too bad, but that saves me keep going down with the trailer. I can only fit 6 on at a time in the little trailer we got if I stack them upways, you know, and then tie them. So anyway, I'm waiting to hear from him. I've got myself my nice warm hat, look. I might put that on in a minute. I mean, it's about 2 degrees now. Lovely when the sun's out, but you know, when that goes in it's freezing. So what am I going to be doing? Well, today, you know what I'm like for pallet wood and things. Well, we have got some pallet wood, but this is a different thing. In February of this year, Helen lost her dear brother to bowel cancer, and he was such a lovely bloke. Just 65, which is not old, you know, never smoked, never drunk, but it was a sad time. And so in memory of him, we bought, I'll show you, this azalea. So it's been needing potting for a little while, so I'm going to make a small container, well, not a small, quite a large container out of the pallet wood, and line it, because for the simple reason is that if you go and buy one of these ceramic containers, well, we've got some around the front, and I know we got them in the sale, but I think even in the sale they were €50, and they wouldn't it wouldn't be sufficient for one of these in long term. So I'm going to line the pallet, and anyway, even if it lasts say 5 years, we can always replace it, and I'm going to paint it, and it should look nice. This one's, what's this one called? Rhododendron optusum. It's a Japanese azalea, and it likes full sun, so therefore we're going to have to find a place, because I'm not going to put a bottom on the container that I build. Make sure we've got it in the right place to begin with, because it does like full sun, so we'll have to bear that in mind. So today that's what I'm going to be doing, and in the polytunnel, as you know, recently I built a potting bench. Well, just after that I built a little area where I could do little jobs, you know, because I do like pottering outside, and it's a little area where I can keep my small tools, you know, like screwdrivers and drills and things that I use outside all the time. I wouldn't be without them really. So I'll show you the area that I made, and I'll probably do another video tomorrow when I've made the container, and we'll show you putting it in there and planting it up. I'll show you inside anyway. So this is the area. Looks a mess, but this is obviously made out of the pallet wood. Only quickly knocked together, and but it's handy for all my little bits and pieces that I use. Underneath there is the petrol cans for the tractor and the strimmer and lawnmower. A pair of horrible boots in case I need to go down in the muddy part. And screwdrivers and drill and some paints that I use for projects in the garden. Bits and pieces in here, you know, plant clips. I always forget the name of these. God. Cable ties. Some cable ties. You know, all silly little bits that are hanging around. Some nails. Different size screws. Some Tomarite and louse powder for the chickens and stuff. These are old pots that were tea and coffee pots, but I'm going to use them for I don't know what yet, but these are, oh, I've dropped some of them now. These are little hooks, hook and eye things, screwdrivers, and of course what's great is we got the power coming from the outside socket over there, and I've run a lead into here, so it's quite handy. So yeah, couple of pots of fencing stuff that I've been using, and I'll put the garden tools at the back there. They're just down the side here on a piece of cloth, so keep them nice and alright. It's quite nice and dry here anyway, and it's quite warm in here. What does it actually say on that thermometer? Probably about 15 degrees C. There's a lot different to outside, so it's quite pleasant. So now I'm going to put this lovely warm hat on, keep my ears warm. Look like a little Russian. And I'll see you all tomorrow, folks, when I upload the video when I've made the pot.
Why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.